Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today we got something a bit different. I'm filling in the rest of this spread that I already pre-planned, and it'll show up in a card up at the top so you can see my pre-plans. But this is the week of PlannerCon and I really wanted to, this is what I do, like I back plan. I fill back in after I've already got my plans to see like what happened and what changed. And but I do like having my pre-plans there just to keep check of during the week. But since I was gone for most of this week, I have a lot to fill back in, so I thought I would show you guys how I back plan into a pre-planned spread. So here I'm just filling out all of my dinners and my habit tracker, and then at the bottom I decided to do a happy moment from each day of the trip, except for Monday because that's next week. But yeah, I thought I'd fill that in just so I have all those little extras in the sidebar. So I'm just putting some extra things. On Thursday I was mostly flying and I watched the movie Get Out and I thought it was really good. And then Friday night we had drinks with Mandy, Samantha and Grace. Saturday I went to PlannerCon house, which was super fun. And the Sunday I forgot. I think it was having bubble tea from Denise because she's so sweet. So now we're just going to fill in the first half of the week, and I probably should have done this before I left, but because it was hard to remember by now. But I just put in a happy blue tree pot because I cooked dinner, made teriyaki chicken, and then I put in a SPC rose gold sticker because I binged Plan With Me's. And pretty much everything else is correct on those days, so But yeah, the trip was really good. I'll talk more about it obviously when we get to that half of the week. But yeah, the first half of the week was okay, you know, just packing for moving and just chilling out. And also taking a lot of stuff to the bins. We had a lot of cardboard boxes and things from furniture that we really need to get rid of. And while I was drawing that day, I watched Tangled, which was super nice. I do love me some Tangled. There's not a lot of Disney streaming online at the moment, which is annoying. And then on the plane, they pretty much only had Tangled as well. I was like, excuse me, I watched Tangled this week. And I'm just using these little rose gold SPC deco hearts that I got recently. We'll see a haul coming up next week. So sorry about that. But just to decorate it and make it a bit more pretty. I thought the rose gold with this set was really pretty. With this Cheeky Darling art. And then not much to fill in on Wednesday. I got those to-do things done. And then obviously searching for stickers and things. Once again, when I do a voiceover, I don't bother editing out the gaps. I don't know. Some of these are really long though. I apologize. Yeah, no, they were pretty boring weeks. I decided to put in a washi here, but I didn't have a 5mm. I didn't have any 5mm in pink or rose gold, so I just used this 10mm white with pink. Super pretty. It matched perfectly and ended up fitting in this spot, which is nice. If you want to know any of the stickers I did before, just go back and watch the old video if you haven't. Okay, so now Thursday I left. I had to get up like 3 something a.m. to get a cab to get to the airport because my flight was like 5 a.m. So, and then because of good old time zones, I got to San Francisco at 2 p.m. And I just wanted to put in that I watched Get Out. So Thursday, I was just so tired. I ended up just going to bed at like 4 p.m. I was in Passport for like 2 hours, you guys. It was ridiculous. And I was just so tired. I'm like, the bed looks so good. So I showered and went to sleep, and I didn't get up until 6 a.m. So I slept for quite a long time, but I was pretty much done with jet lag by then because I had such a long sleep. I'm just going to use a little pillow from a Happy Blue Tree. It's so cute with this spread. and put a little SPC deco bow on it because it's so cute. But yeah, I watched Get Out on the plane and I thought it was really good. I also watched Bohemian Rhapsody and I was surprised that it wasn't. I've heard a lot of people criticize it, saying like his sexuality was left out, his like sickness with AIDS was left out, but I thought they were handled fairly well. Like, I don't think he would have wanted to be made out. I mean, he kept it so secret that he probably wouldn't want to film just like full Philadelphia-ing it. So I don't know, maybe. I thought it did okay. I watched it on a plane though because I don't want to support what's his name? The original director. I don't even remember his name because screw that. Screw remembering that guy's name. Anyway, so on Friday I was up at 6 and I Creativity in Ink and Hamidi Plans, or Angela and Jessica were up at that time as well, so we went and got breakfast at the hotel restaurant, and so I used a little Once More with Love brunch sticker there to mark having breakfast with them. And then Samantha from Samantha Plans got into town, so we did a whole bunch of stuff. I couldn't like put in everything, you know. I didn't end up going to that VIP lunch, so later on I'll put like a nope sticker over the top. But I did register, so I left the registration in. So I was using a little thing to mark. I think I'm marking in Happy Lemon, because Samantha and I went to this mall and I had Happy Lemon and I was like, yes, bubble tea, and it was so good. I had a strawberry black tea with pearls. That was really good. But I think I'm really into milk tea at the moment, so oh well. So just marking Happy Lemon there with a bubble tea from Paper and Milk. Super cute. And then we went to Target and then we came back to the hotel and we had burgers and just chatted. And it was super nice. I think I'm gonna use, I don't know what we use. Hurry up, Jess. Oh yes, I'm just gonna use this like Besties Once More with Love munchkins for me and Samantha, because we just had a good time together and chatted and hung out. And then we ended up meeting a whole bunch of people like Mandy and Grace, and we just decided to we ended up just going to the bar and having drinks and fries and mac and cheese. And then about 10 p.m. we wanted, because shopping ended like 11, so 10 p.m. we went down and we were able to buy the Simply Gilded Teresa Collins washi, like super easy. So I just used the Paper and Milk Drinks sticker to mark that, because that was the main part of the night, was having drinks and talking in the bar, which was super fun. And there I just noped out the VIP lunch. So it was just a really chill Friday, and it was just great to meet up with friends and chat with them. Sadly, Samantha left the next day, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. And so then I just sort of I decided that took up too much room. But so basically I went to the morning PlannerCon thing, I went to the talk and stuff, which you would have seen in my vlog. And then I found Andrea, because, you know, I'm just that little hanger-on. I'm like, Andrea! And I found Lauren and Vanessa and Kane. I think that was it. And we ended up going to Starbucks. I used a Happy Blue Tree little iced coffee and a J. Crew Plans Jessica hand lettering of Starbucks run, which you can buy in a shop. Because, yeah, when do I ever get to use Starbucks run? So that's what I put in. We got Starbucks. It was super delish. I love me some coffee. And I took out the keynote because I didn't end up seeing it. I feel like I'm the only person who doesn't know who Teresa Collins is. I don't know who anyone was. I'm just not, like, a part of that part of the planning community. So I put a little hot box there. So then we ended up, like, going shopping and buying lots of stuff. And then we met up with all the other people like Carolyn and Mandy and Jasenia and Annie and Ashley and Rachel and Amanda, and we all ended up going to Buncheon to get Korean fried chicken. It was so delicious. I got spicy and I was like eating. I'm like, oh, this is spicy. But I just used this hazel sticker. I think it's a chicken sticker. It looked like chicken on the sheet, so I used that to mark the chicken. And then we went to Phil's Coffee, which I didn't get anything, but I wanted to mark going there using Hello Petite paper coffee cup. And then I used a Happy Blue Tree wine sticker because we ended up going to #PlannerCon house and hanging out and chatting. We played games and drank mimosas. And yeah, it was just a really cool time. It was so fun to actually like talk to people and hang out. And then I used a Once More Love munchkin with Macca's fries because we got McDonald's, and in Australia you call it Macca's. So yeah, I got McDonald's and just put some SPC foil deco in to those pieces. That was super fun. It's just so nice to like just hang out with people. So that was like a full fun-packed Saturday. And it was so cool to meet, and like I think I've met most of those people before, but it was nice to like just actually talk and get to know them. And Marg. And oh god, there's so many people. I'm sorry if I left you out if you're watching this. So on Sunday, most people had gone, or they were not going into PlannerCon that day. So I went to the Pipsticks talk, and I don't know. So I decided just to put that in, and I used a wonton with stickers. And then I went into town the city by myself, which was probably a mistake, but oh well. And I used a old SPC painting dyno Chloe to say that I went to Blick Art Supplies. That was really where I wanted to go, so I was very happy I got some art supplies. And then I ended up going to Sephora and then also buying a gift for my dad because he loves San Francisco. So I got him something. So I'm going to mark a little shopping munchkin, and she's holding a Sephora bag, so I thought that'd be perfect. I always end up like going to Sephora because there isn't one where I live, either way that I live. And then she's another square box because I love them. And what happened the rest of Sunday? Oh yeah, I came back and then everyone was hanging out, like Denise and the Giving Girl and Hazel Sticker and Malika and trying to like remember like all these shop girls, and they had all got a teaspoon, and Denise was very, very, very kind and let me have some of her rose milk tea, which is delicious. So I used a wonton and paper milk bubble tea to ride that. Obviously she still took some in her water bottle, but she was so kind to give me one of those because I wasn't around when they ordered them. But that was so cool, and then I just ended up hanging out with all those people, like Dana from Sticky Committee, and just everyone just hung out in the sort of restaurant lobby area, drinking milk tea and then having drinks. And I had a strawberry margarita, and I just wanted to take out the packed bags because I did that, but I did that much later. And I just wanted to put in this Once More with Love, Planner Friends Make the Best Friends to sort of mark that final evening of just hanging out with everyone. I ended up getting Uber Eats delivery of some Chinese food, which was delish. I was like, I'm craving it because I haven't been able to get very good Chinese food here in Finland. So that was super nice. It sort of just encompasses the whole feeling of the weekend. It was a really positive trip, and I had such a good time. So this is the finished spread. This is what you usually would see on Instagram, and I'm sorry it's so bright, but it's a very light kit, you know. So now I'm just going to add some more special deco. I'm sorry, that looks really odd, but I was searching for any stickiness residue from the undo. Because I was like, wait, is this sticky? I'm just putting in these little hearts and stuff. But yeah, it just ended up being a really positive trip, and I really went out of my comfort zone a couple times, like going to the city by myself and doing some shopping. I didn't do as well as I could, but that's what I did. But otherwise, if you like this, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!